Just a few minutes, and $2,000 worth of deer velvet is removed from the antlers. And what surprises everyone is that the stag calmly keeps grazing, as if nothing happened. Welcome to AgroWorks USA. Today we're taking you deep inside one of the most valuable and least understood industries in the animal farming world. Deer velvet, often called the soft gold of Eastern medicine, fuels a global market of over 600 tons each year, with China alone consuming more than 400 tons, over 60% of the total. But behind those numbers lies a story of precision, care, and science, where every step is designed to protect the animal's well-being while producing a product worth more than its weight in silver. In this episode, we'll follow the journey from lush pastures to high-tech processing rooms, seeing how farmers balance tradition and innovation to harvest one of nature's rarest renewable resources. So stay tuned, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because what you're about to see might change the way you think about farming forever. Sika deer, Cervus nippon, red deer, Cervus elephas, and several other species have been domesticated for centuries to produce velvet antlers, one of the most valuable ingredients in traditional East Asian medicine. Sika deer, originally native to East Asia, thrived in open woodlands and temperate grasslands, while red deer historically roamed across Europe, Asia, and North America. Today, both species are farmed extensively in countries such as China, Russia, Mongolia, New Zealand, and Vietnam, forming a large-scale, specialized industry that supplies both domestic and international markets. Their most distinctive biological feature is the annual velvet growth cycle. Only males grow antlers, which develop at remarkable speed, typically within 60-90 days, covered in soft velvet packed with blood vessels, collagen, and nutrients. Adaptability is another key advantage. These deer tolerate extreme cold, digest coarse green fodder such as grass, leaves, and young branches, and move easily over vast grazing ranges. This resilience enables them to thrive in both free-range and managed farming systems, ensuring consistent yields of high-quality velvet and meat across diverse climates and terrains. From the moment a fawn is born, it is fitted with a numbered ear tag to track its growth, vaccination schedule, and nutritional plan. In the first weeks of life, it relies entirely on its mother's milk to develop immunity and strength. For orphaned or weak fawns, farmers step in with a specially formulated milk replacer that closely mimics the nutritional profile of natural deer milk. As the young deer grow, their feeding schedule becomes more structured, typically 2 to 3 times per day. Their diet includes freshly cut grass, nutrient-rich leaves such as cassava, mulberry, and dandelion, along with high-quality pelleted feed designed for ruminants. These pellets are rich in protein, starch, and trace minerals to support rapid growth. Natural salt licks are placed in the enclosure to aid digestion and maintain electrolyte balance, while clean drinking water is provided through automatic troughs and replaced daily to prevent contamination. The farming environment is kept clean, well ventilated in summer, and protected from harsh winter winds. This consistent, science-based care from birth to maturity ensures the herd grows healthy, stress-free, and ready for the highest quality velvet harvesting. Do you think stress can reduce velvet growth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this information useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to follow AgroWorks USA. The velvet harvesting season is the most critical point in a deer's annual biological cycle. It occurs once per year, typically in late spring to early summer, when the antlers have reached full size but remain in the velvet stage, soft, covered in fine fur, and rich in blood vessels, collagen, and growth factors. Timing is essential. Harvesting too early reduces yield and quality, while waiting too long causes the velvet to harden into bone-like material. Selected stags are gently moved into padded restraint stalls and given a low-dose sedative to minimize stress and prevent sudden movements. Skilled technicians then use specialized cutting tools to remove the antlers at precise anatomical points, minimizing bleeding and preserving the base for regrowth. The process takes only 3 to 5 minutes. Immediately afterward, the wound is disinfected, treated with hemostatic agents, and sometimes supplemented with vitamins or minerals to aid recovery. This science-based, humane approach ensures the stag remains calm, resumes eating within hours, and can regrow a new set of antlers in the next cycle, providing a sustainable, renewable source of high-value velvet year after year. Once harvested, velvet antlers are highly perishable and must be processed immediately to retain their full nutritional and medicinal value. Farmers choose between two main preservation methods depending on the intended market and product type. For maximum bioactivity, preserving proteins, collagen, and natural hormones, the velvet is gently cleaned to remove surface fur and debris, then chilled to between 0°C and 4°C. A strict cold chain is maintained during storage and transport to prevent tissue degradation. This method is preferred for fresh velvet sold to high-end pharmaceutical processors or wellness clinics. Alternatively, when destined for traditional medicine or long-term storage, the antlers undergo heat fixation. They are briefly immersed in hot water at 70–80°C to tighten the outer layer and sterilize the surface, then dried using specialized low-temperature equipment or under controlled sunlight. Once dried, they are either sold whole, sliced into thin pieces, or ground into fine powder. These careful handling and preservation steps ensure that every gram of velvet retains its potency, appearance, and market value, whether it's destined for a capsule, tonic, or luxury wellness product. Do you believe modern processing technology makes products safer? Which do you think is better for preserving velvet, cold storage or drying? Share your opinion with me in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Beyond velvet antlers, venison is a premium meat prized for its delicate texture, lean profile, and rich nutritional content. With fat levels significantly lower than beef or pork, venison offers high-quality protein, essential amino acids, and key minerals such as iron, zinc, and B vitamins, making it a favorite among health-conscious consumers. In China alone, annual deer meat consumption is estimated at around 30,000 tons, while global demand reaches nearly 100,000 tons. Venison is versatile in the kitchen, featured in gourmet dishes such as grilled tenderloin, stir-fried slices with seasonal vegetables, and slow-simmered soups infused with medicinal herbs like ginseng and goji berries. In upscale restaurants across Asia and Europe, it is often paired with fine wines and served as a signature seasonal delicacy. From an economic standpoint, venison provides an important revenue stream for deer farms. Male deer with low yield or malformed antlers, older breeding females, and surplus stock are selectively processed for meat, optimizing herd productivity and reducing long-term feeding costs. This dual-purpose approach ensures farmers maximize returns while offering a high-value, nutritious product to domestic and international markets. Deer farming is far more than an agricultural activity. It stands as a critical economic pillar for many rural and northern communities. Globally, the industry generates hundreds of millions of dollars annually, with China alone consuming about 400 tons of velvet antlers each year, over 60% of the world's supply. Venison adds another lucrative revenue stream, enjoying strong demand in Asia, Europe, and high-end Western markets. The market is remarkably diverse. Velvet transformed into powders, capsules, and tonics. Hides crafted into gloves, boots, and luxury accessories. Antlers fashioned into ornaments, tools, or health supplements. Each product embodies a fusion of cultural heritage and commercial value. On a social level, deer farming supports jobs for herders, veterinarians, processors, tanners, and artisans, helping to stabilize rural economies and slow urban migration. By blending traditional knowledge with modern technology, the industry meets growing global demand while protecting regional identities, ensuring that economic growth moves in step with environmental stewardship and the preservation of sustainable livelihoods for future generations. Have you ever seen deer products in a luxury store? Do you think cultural factors make these products more valuable? Leave your perspective in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell to get more content from AgroWorks USA, where we uncover the real stories behind your food. Today's deer farming emphasizes humane handling, environmental responsibility, and long-term sustainability. Ethical velvet harvesting, using sedation, precise cuts, and swift wound care, protects animal welfare while meeting strict market standards. This transparency builds trust, especially in premium health and wellness sectors. Environmentally, deer have a lighter grazing footprint than many livestock, thriving on natural forage with fewer resources. Still, challenges remain: land competition, disease control, and safeguarding local biodiversity. Market-wise, the industry must navigate shifting consumer preferences, evolving regulations, and potential oversupply. Yet these pressures also drive opportunity, ranging from high-value supplements to eco-certified venison and velvet brands. Farms that integrate tradition, science, and sustainability will lead the way, proving that profitability, welfare, and environmental care can coexist, ensuring the industry's resilience in a rapidly changing global marketplace. From ancient traditions to today's advanced farms, deer farming continues to blend cultural heritage with modern science. Velvet antlers, once a royal treasure, now reach health markets worldwide, while venison holds its place in fine dining from Asia to Europe. Yet at its core, the industry remains a story of respect for the land, the animals, and the skills passed down through generations. What do you think? Can deer farming truly balance profitability, animal welfare, and environmental care? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to AgriWorks USA, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the world of extraordinary agriculture.